What is going on, everybody? The Mossy Jake here with the Turtwig. Okay, I'm putting Turtwig over here. So, IGN just dropped this video. 2025 plans for Nintendo. Go ahead and go subscribe to them, guys. Tell them the Mossy Jake sent you. IGN's kind of, I don't know. People have their problems with the IGN, and so do I. But they do some good stuff. You know, a lot of people like them. Let's check it out. Nintendo has been crazy this past year. Like, we don't really know what to expect from them. We thought we were getting Switch 2 this year, but we didn't. So I don't know. Let's just see what they have to say about 2025, and yeah, we'll go from there.
Soon it will be 2025, also known as the year Nintendo finally pulls back the curtain on its next console. After 2024 was filled with shaky rumors, alleged leaks, and non-stop speculation about the Nintendo Switch successor, we know for a fact Nintendo will share more about the next generation in less than 100 days.
Hopefully.
If that's not exciting enough for you, the Nintendo Switch still has a few cards up its sleeve, and 2025 will finally see the launch of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, 8 years.
Yo, that Metroid Prime 4 crap. That game was supposed to drop years ago. You know what's crazy? If you don't know what's going on with Metroid Prime 4, they announced it when the Switch first came out, and I remember seeing people reacting to it. And now it's been, 8 years or something, like you said. And I haven't heard anything. Really, I mean, we know it's coming. They saying it's coming out in 2025, but who knows? Breath of the Wild was pushed back a lot. I don't know. Still scares me.
After its initial announcement, and as always, there will surely be some surprises along the way.
Hopefully,
possibly tied to a certain plumber's 40th anniversary. Here's what to expect from Nintendo in 2025. Hello. Before we get into Switch 2, let's recap what we already know is coming to Switch in 2025. Nintendo has been incredibly consistent at publishing a Switch game most months for the last 2 years. And while I'm not sure they'll keep up that pace to the same degree in 2025, we already know about
Donkey Kong? Oh yeah. We got Donkey Kong. I was gonna say, Donkey Kong's like the only one I know of that's left.
January 16th marks the release of
So we got Donkey Kong left, and then is it Xenoblade? Xenoblade? Am I saying that right? Is that the right one? That come out in 2025, and then that's all we know for sure. And they said they're gonna make an announcement for the new Switch or whatever it's called before March. So I don't know.
Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, a remaster of the 2010 Wii platformer that includes the extra levels from the 2013 3DS port. That's right, this is the third time Nintendo is selling
the third time,
Returns, and it's now been more than a decade since the last original Donkey Kong Country game.
Sorry, the third time. You hearing this? They releasing this for the third time and expecting you to pay $60. We all know you're going to. Don't give me that. You all know what's happening. You all know you're gonna buy it.
With Tropical Freeze's launch on Wii U, hopefully
Tropical Freeze was so good.
In Nintendo's movies and theme parks will eventually result in a brand new video game. But for now, you're getting Country Returns again, and you better like it. As someone who's bought and played both previous versions,
you better like
really
it.
Is a fantastic.
See, Nintendo's gonna come after you. You see me? Nintendo's gonna come after you if you don't buy it. You know, what are they gonna do? I'm buying it though.
Fantastic platformer, and one worth trying if you've never played it before. We're getting another HD remaster on March 20th.
Oh, here it is.
This one is much more exciting.
Xenoblade, right?
After years of fan demand, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition
Xenoblade? Did he say Xenoblade?
Switch, meaning
maybe that's how you say it. I don't know.
Xenoblade Chronicles series will be available in one place. X is the odd one out in the series. It's not directly tied to the trilogy, and it was doomed to originally release on Wii U back in 2015. So this second chance at life will be many people's first chance to dive into this enormous.
I remember hearing about that. How it's coming back to me. Like, it was supposed to release on Wii U or something, and then it just didn't end up happening, and then now they're putting it on the Switch. So, I mean, that's cool. Back to the Donkey Kong thing, though. I just want to say, if I've never played this Donkey Kong, I played the other one, Tropical Freeze. I played that one. It was good. So I'm going to get this one because I haven't played the original But honestly, if you have the original, why would you spend another $60? Unless you like really, really like the game, you know? And then you just want to play it on your Switch. But like, if you played on the Wii and it was kind of just anti you, why would you get it on the Switch?
Enormous open world RPG. The visually enhanced definitive edition also adds brand new story content longtime fans will surely dissect and theorize.
I mean, that's a
about
little
for years to
something. At
come.
least they're giving us something there.
Right now, those are the only firm release dates we have for Nintendo in 2025, but there are a few huge games coming sometime in the coming months. That includes Pokemon Legends ZA,
Yes.
Game Freak's return to the Legends
2025,
sub-series
baby.
after
Turtwig,
arcade
you put my boy
successfully
Turtwig in the game?
2022. We still know
Put
very
my boy
little about what
Turtwig in the
Legends
game?
ZA will entail, other than it centers around an urban development plan in the Kalos region's Lumio City from Pokemon X and Y.
What a
and
weird
that
trailer,
Generation
though.
6's Mega Evolution is set to return in some way. Pokemon took a much needed year off last year, so it's exciting to see what Legends ZA will look like after taking a bit.
Something. Pokemon always releases a game every single year. Every single year, and they missed this year. And I'm wondering if that's because they heard some of the backlash they got from the past few Pokemon games, all the glitches and stuff. Everyone's saying you need to work more on your games. Like, you're the #1 IP in the world, and there's so many glitches and so many problems with your games. Like, I love Pokemon. Don't get me wrong. I love Pokemon. But you have all these problems. And I just think you need to spend more time on your games. And maybe that's what they're doing.
Bit more time in the oven.
Oh, that's what he just said. Okay, maybe I should just shut my mouth, bruh. Pokemon
One
ZA.
big third-party
ZA.
Nintendo Switch exclusive
Third party.
worth shouting out is Professor Layton and the New World of Steam, which is scheduled for release sometime in 2025.
What, in
It's
the
first time
Minecraft
Professor Layton
anime?
and his assistant Luke after more than a decade out of the spotlight.
I've never seen
I'm
this
hopeful
before.
It will actually make it out on time.
What in the
Level 5 will
Minecraft
take
Charlie
50 years
Brown?
to announce release windows before games are actually ready.
He's a
Whenever
blockhead.
this finally comes out, it will
He's
be
literally got a
exciting
blockhead,
for
bro.
a series
He's
that's
looking a
always
little
been
better. He's
heavily
got
associated with
he's got
Nintendo.
more
The final TBA 2025
detail.
game on Nintendo's calendar right now is the long-awaited Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Yeah, you already talked about that, bro.
First announced at E3 2017, Prime
What?
4 was MIA for years before its re-reveal at June's Nintendo
What?
Direct.
You already talked about this.
Coming from Retro Studios,
Trying to make your video
developers
8
of the
minutes?
Original Metroid Prime trilogy, and it features the return of Sylux, a villain first introduced in the
Why couldn't
Nintendo
you have said
DS
that before?
spin-off Metroid Prime Hunters. The most recent trailer is absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to see how the full adventure shapes up later this year.
Okay.
Enough messing around. Let's get into what you're all here for, the Nintendo Switch successor.
Yes, sir.
Last May, Nintendo President Shuntaro Furukawa revealed that Nintendo would make an announcement about
Hear
the
that, boy?
Nintendo Switch successor within this fiscal year. Nenintendo's fiscal year ends on March 31st, meaning we're expecting an official unveiling sometime within the next 90 days or so. Other than Nintendo's recent confirmation
Next 90
that
days,
Nintendo
yeah.
Switch software will also be playable on the Switch too, the company has been very quiet about what the console will actually be like. However, March might not be the end of the story. It's
Bro, there's so many leaks for the Switch 2. Leaks for Switch 2, and it's hard to know what to like what is real or not. But oh my gosh, and Nintendo YouTubers are going off, bruh. There's just like leaks every day, and I'm like, one of them's gonna be right because you have so many leaks, so one of them's just bound to be right. But like, goodness, someone's just making up for attention.
possible we will get a quick teaser trailer before the end of this fiscal year, similar to the Switch's reveal trailer in October 2016.
I hope when they announce it before March or, whenever, because they are going to announce it before March. They said that themselves, okay? I hope when they do that, it's not just like, hey, we're making a Switch 2. Because we already know that. But, like, they haven't, like, announced it, right? I hope we actually get a release date that's somewhat soon.
Followed by a full presentation ahead of the official launch. Or Nintendo might tell us everything we want to know right away, which is the best case scenario. Either way, I'm confident we'll get a big presentation at some point this year with
Better.
all the answers we're looking for.
Better.
Last time, Nintendo held a big in-person event in Japan to properly unveil the Switch, which was broadcast live around the world. I'm expecting a slightly different strategy this time. I think Nintendo will stick to its pre-recorded Nintendo Direct style presentation to show the successor off.
Yeah,
But I think the
that'd be
information
nice.
presented will be largely the same, where Nintendo will likely share information on the following. The name, the release date, the price, the launch date.
Yeah, this is what we
and
need.
the
That
game
list
lineup,
right there. That's what we
specifications,
need
and unique features.
from a trailer. Not just like, hey, we're
As for
making
what
it.
those console details will actually be, your guess is as good as mine. But I can almost guarantee the Switch successor will launch before the end of 2025, as I don't see a world where Nintendo announces it as early as March and waits until 2026 to release it.
Yeah, they won't do
And
that.
I'm personally expecting the Switch successor.
No, if you want my opinion, this is just opinion. This ain't no rumor or anything. It's just opinion. They're gonna announce it before March, like they said, and then I think it'll come out in like June. If we're like, and that's like if we're the luckiest, honestly. I could see them wait until like September, just to kind of like release it near the holidays. Could see that. But that's my opinion. It'll come out either summer or fall.
To be very iterative of Nintendo Switch, maintaining the hybrid design that made it such a global success.
Sorry, they keep talking about that C button. If you guys seen like the newest leak for the Nintendo Switch? I don't know if it's real or not, but there's a C button, and everyone's saying that the C button is gonna be like, you click the C button and it like goes straight to the TV, so you don't have to dock it. Kind of like a Wii U situation, but it's handled better, obviously. You know, because the Wii U in and of itself wasn't a bad idea. It's just the marketing was so bad for it. Obviously, it'll be like a normal Switch. You can take it wherever you want. But they're saying the C button will like just broadcast it to the TV without you having to put it on the dock. And you can use the Switch itself as a controller while you're playing on TV, which is kind of cool. Kind of like what the Wii U did.
New console means new games, and Nintendo is
Oh, yeah, here we go.
cooking up a big lineup for the
Come
next
on.
console's first year. Not counting projects it was a co-developer on,
Mario!
Nintendo's internal development teams only put out one game last year, and that was Splatoon 3's Side Order DLC.
Mario, come on
It's
now.
clearly been
Come on
full
now.
steam ahead on Switch 2 games for a while, and I'm expecting some heavy hitters at launch and in the first year of Switch 2.
Come on now.
We are well overdue for a new 3D Mario because it's been nearly 8 years since Super Mario Odyssey. That was the last brand new 3D Mario.
Mario Odyssey 2 on the Switch too. Seems perfect.
Apart from Bowser's Fury, which was a bite-sized expansion added onto 3D World's Switch release in 2021. I'm confident Nintendo is setting up the next 3D Mario to be the Switch successor's must-have game at launch to get all of the hardcore Nintendo
Yeah.
fans to snap up the new
If you
console
really
right
want
away.
a
And it
ton
just
of
so
attention,
happens that 2025
new 3D
is the
Mario
40th anniversary of Super Mario
right off the
Brothers. And given how big Nintendo went for the 35th anniversary, I think it's a safe bet that Mario will be front and center at the next console launch. But what about Mario Kart? We're even more overdue for a brand new Mario Kart, given that it's been 11 years now since Mario Kart
Has it been that
8's
long?
original release. Yes, we got 8 Deluxe.
Was it for the
Tour,
Wii
and
U?
Booster
The last
Plus
one?
Pass in the time since,
Wow.
but it's still been way too long since a wholly original
I mean, it's
home
on the
console
Switch,
Mario
but-
Kart. I go back and forth between thinking 3D Mario or Mario Kart is the big launch game, but either way, I think we get both before the console's first holiday season. Right now, I'm feeling a 3D Mario
2 Mario games right off the bat when the Switch releases? I don't know about that. I mean, maybe.
launch
Could
is a
happen.
big single-player showcase game,
could happen.
with Mario Kart coming just a bit later to get families interested in picking the console up over the holidays. As much as everyone loves Mario, though, Nintendo will want to diversify its launch lineup beyond its most iconic character. I could see some sort of Zelda remake or remaster in the cards to get that franchise represented as soon as possible on the next hardware, with the two most likely candidates feeling like an Ocarina of Time HD remake
That would
or a
be
Breath of the
amazing.
Wild remaster that runs at a
Because you got to get a new Zelda on the system, but you know it's gonna take forever for them to get the brand new Zelda, the one no one's played before, the sequel to Tears of the Kingdom or whatever. That's gonna take forever. That's gonna be another like 5, 6, 7 years. But you could remake Ocarina of Time and that would sell really well, or Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. Just put it on there.
solid 60 frames per second.
Wake up, Link.
I'm also expecting Nintendo to unveil some sort of brand new IP to hit the console at launch or shortly after. The Wii had Wii Sports, Wii U had Nintendo Land, and Switch had 1-2 Switch, so there will likely be some sort of casual, family-friendly experience to show off what the new hardware
Yeah.
can do. I'm
Makes
also
sense.
hopeful that we might get a glimpse of Super Smash Bros. Creator Masahiro Sakurai's new mystery game at some point in 2025.
Yeah.
Sakurai dropped one of the
Yeah.
biggest plot twists of 2024 when he revealed that he prepped his entire YouTube channel in advance and has been secretly working on a new video game since early 2022.
That's so
この
hype.
企画についてはまだ言えなくて申し訳ないのですが、もしちゃんと作れていればいずれ発表されることでしょう。
It's been in development for 3 years now, so it's not out of the realm of possibility that a reveal is planned for sometime this year. It's most likely the next Smash Brothers, but I would love to see Sakurai's take on a more
That'd be
niche
cool.
Nintendo series like Star Fox or F-Zero.
But where do you go from Smash Bros. Ultimate? I mean, I want a new Smash Bros. And I'm sure we'll get it eventually, but where do you go from there? Like, do you really just add more characters? Is that really just... But then again, if you take away characters, people are going to be upset, so...
Speaking of F-Zero,
I
I
guess.
wouldn't be surprised if Switch 2 is home to a remaster of F-Zero GX or an entirely new game in the series. Nintendo has been building up hype for the F-Zero series for the last year now, first with the release and continued
have been.
updates in F-Zero 99, followed by the addition of nearly every game in the series to the Nintendo Switch Online game catalog. I feel like it's accelerating towards something big for the series, and there's almost no better way to show off new, powerful hardware than a gorgeous, futuristic racing game running at a perfect frame rate. All eyes will definitely be on Switch 2 in 2025, but Nintendo will continue to support its 140 million plus Switch 1 install base with new games. We've already
Really?
discussed the Switch games we know are coming in 2025, but there will certainly be more reveals as
Guess it makes sense. I think I knew that, actually. I mean, they're going to continue to support Switch, but they're probably... But every new game they make isn't going to be for the Switch. But are they going to continue to make Switches instead of just Switch 2s? It's a good question.
the year goes on. I'm expecting Kirby to show up on Switch 1 in some way. It's been 2 years since Return to Dreamland Deluxe, either through a remaster of a fan favorite Kirby like Planet Robobot, or an entirely new game.
Kirby would be
I also
sweet.
think it'd be time for Nintendo to wheel out some
need
of
new
its
Kirby game,
smaller
yeah.
series, and I've got a feeling in my bad knee that Rhythm Heaven could finally make its Switch debut this year, in a similar fashion to Rhythm Heaven Megamix showing up on 3DS after the Switch was already out.
What was that? What in the...
Luigi's Mansion
Yo!
developers Next Level Games have put out a new Nintendo game every 3 years since 2013. The studio's last
I totally
full
forgot about
game so far is
Luigi's
Strikers
Mansion.
Battle League in
We need a new Luigi's Mansion right now.
2022, meaning 2025 is the year for its next project if this development cycle pattern is to continue. It could be time for Luigi's Mansion 4 on the Switch successor.
Oh, it totally
but given
is.
How much
It
Mario
totally
I
is.
already think is in the cards for this year. I could also see this game getting unveiled at some point for
I saw someone talking about how Luigi's Mansion was the best looking game on the Switch. The third one, not the second.
release sometime in 2026. While I definitely think some studios will continue developing games for the older Switch hardware, I firmly expect to see Next Level Games' new project on the next console and wouldn't be shocked if we get a glimpse of it sometime soon. Finally, Nintendo is much more than a video game company at this point, and it has some solid entertainment plans lined up for 2025. Super Nintendo World is set to open in Florida this May, and it includes the Donkey Kong Country expansion that's currently exclusive to Universal Studios Japan.
ドンキーコンドンキーコンが来てくれました元気にしてた
Bro, I want that ride
And
in
Nintendo is
America.
opening its second stateside retail store when Nintendo San Francisco opens at Union Square sometime this year. The second Super Mario Bros. Movie is scheduled to hit theaters in April 2026, so I'm guessing we'll get the first trailer for the sequel
Yeah,
sometime before
good
the
marketing.
year is up too.
Ayo! Oh, it's the Super Mario Brothers from the TV.
And that's everything we expect from Nintendo in 2025.
Alright.
Are you ready for the Switch 2, or are you still excited about the Switch 1 games we know about? Let us know in the comments, and for everything else Nintendo, stick
Alright, well, there you have it. IGN's take. Believe it. Yeah. Well, what to expect from Nintendo in 2025? Yeah, I'll give it a like. Make sure you go check them out, guys. Subscribe to them. I know people have some problems with IGN, but, you know, they're good for some information. What do you guys think? Do you think this is all pretty spot on? I mean, we're for sure gonna get an announcement for Switch 2. in the next coming months. But that's all we know for sure, really. The possibilities are endless. So make sure to like, subscribe. We'll see y'all in the next in the next one. Let's do it. Switch 2, baby.